Hello and one and all, welcome back to another video on Joseph Reviews. On today's review, we shall be reviewing, I shall be reviewing the newest and spin-off of the Fast and Furious franchise, that being Hobbs and Shaw, which is directed by David Leitch, which is starring Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. He's mostly The Rock anyway, as Luke Hobbs, and Jason Statham as Deckard Shaw. You have Idris Elba as the villain, and director David Leitch directed movies such as co-directed John Wick, Deadpool 2, and Atomic Blonde, which I've not seen myself, but I am hopefully going to at some point. And I think he looks to be a pretty good film director for action-wise. And yeah, guys, this is a big movie. I know it's a little late, but I'm just gonna still keep it spoiler-free, so you're safe here. So, guys, the Fast and Furious film franchise basically started off with like racing cars and everything, like, you know, Point Break rip-off, but only with cars. You know, the first one's a fun time. The second was okay. Tokyo Drift was okay, and fourth one I didn't like that much. But Tokyo Drift had great looking look of Tokyo and everything, which looked stunning and everything. Then when it got to number 5, this was really what we started to got into the franchise with Fast 5. You know, bringing in Dwayne Johnson, you know, start to have some action going on, and then after that it kind of gets all superhero kind of movies and all that. Now, I had a really fun time with Hobbs and Shaw. Sorry, I do think it's not a great movie per se, but I do have a lot of fun with it. None of the less, it's an action film that doesn't make sense, like a dumb action film these days would. But let's get to the obvious positive, and that's Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. In 7 and 8, they never really got on with each other well, and now, you know, they're starting to team up and everything. You know, their chemistry is just great together. I mean, I really love these guys. They're involved in action films. Yeah, Jason Statham is known for other action films like The Transporter, Safe, Crank, and Mechanic, and all that. And Dwayne Johnson and Spy as well for Jason Statham. You know, Spy with Melissa McCarthy. Yep. And Dwayne Johnson, or The Rock, is known for being in Baywatch, The Mummy Returns, and Moana, which was a Disney animated film, and these guys are just great as their characters and everything. And Idris Elba, who's the villain, like, what a cool villain. I mean, what an over-the-top action film can you possibly get? The action's great here and there, and the actress who plays Haiti Shaw, who is basically Deckard Shaw's sister, I think she's a great new addition to the Fast and Furious franchise. Some people may find the Fast and Furious franchise dumb and everything, but that's really what these movies are. They're just dumb, fun action movies. Well, especially when it comes from the 5th one and later onwards. Because really the first 4 were just straight up car movies. But that wasn't bad at all. This is still a great series, especially when it got to start with the action sequences and all. And, you know, now guys, while I had a lot of fun with this movie, there are some negatives with this movie, and let's get to them. First of all, let's just say the obvious one is the runtime, because normally dumb action films are like an hour and a half or something. Yeah, this was just like, how long was this? Like 2 hours and 60 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours and 60 minutes. I just feel like it's a bit much. You can at least cut some pieces out of it. And also, whenever it starts introducing places like London and LA and all that, I mean, this is kind of a spoiler, but if it is a spoiler, then I'm sorry. The way they introduced LA and London with their subtitles, I just didn't think it worked. Yeah, I just didn't feel like introducing the two popular cities just wasn't. Just the two biggest L cities, just introducing with the subtitles, it's just, it didn't really work, because mostly movies do contain subtitles for when we're introduced to a place / city wherever characters travel to. But really it's kind of like a dumb action film. You would just stuff popcorn in your face and everything, and have fun with it and everything, you know, and just have fun with it and all that. Because really, that's what dumb action films can be, you know, popcorn fun action flicks and all that sort of stuff, really. But really, I don't really have much to say about Hobbs and Shaw. Other than that, I had a pretty fun time with it. So overall, guys, Hobbs and Shaw, The Rock and Jason Statham are great as their characters, Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw, and Haiti Shaw as Deckard's sister is great as well, and Idris Elba as the villain. The runtime could have been cut down, but I still had a really fun time with Hobbs and Shaw. This is definitely a fun time at the movies. If you're into dumb action movies, I definitely recommend this. But don't expect this to be like top tier action movies like Terminator 2 or Mission Impossible Fallout or anything like that, or The Matrix. But just go in and have a fun time with it. And on my rating scale, I'm going to give Hobbs and Shaw a 7 out of 10. Alrighty guys, that is my review on Hobbs and Shaw. Comment down below, let me know guys what your thoughts on Hobbs and Shaw are. Do you love it? Do you hate it? You know, do you think it's fine, okay? Let me know below, and comment down below, let me know where would you rank it with the rest of the Fast and Furious film series. I may do a ranking at some point, but I don't know yet. But let me know below in the comments, where would you rank Hobbs and Shaw in the Fast and Furious series. But as always, comment, like, and subscribe, and notify the bell before you leave. All my social media links are in the description below. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you guys then, and peace.